I put it as a current energy read, but it's more of like what you need to know. I guess I'm going to change it to that maybe. What you need to know reading for right now, December 2022. For your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus sign, grief just fell out, so we're going to go with it. I do my whole little spiel, but I'm not going to. So let's see. Grief. Grief, grief, grief. Let me read it. I haven't used these cards in a while, these oracle cards. Pretty awesome. All right, so it says Penelope meets Pickle, the puppy, when she is at college. They go through everything together. When the day comes much later for Mother Earth to call Pickle home, he dies in Penelope's arms. Her friends are hard on her, suggesting that she should just get over her pet's death. Penelope knows she loved Pickle deeply and is simply in grief. Loving Pickle was worth every moment of sadness. When she is ready, she will love again. Says inspiration. Penelope and Pickle remind us that what we reveal, we can heal. Give yourself time. You will love again. If you honor your pain, it will change your life. Is lingering grief preventing me from progress? What can I see in my heart? Let's see, Caps. What is going on? So I'm going to use the tarot, but I'm hoping that it has to do with this card. Sometimes the messages don't come out that way. Anyway, bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is about taking action. It's passionately moving towards something. It's actively moving towards something. And you have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords could be a little bit all over the place because he's like the Knight of Wands, but a little bit, I don't want to say more impulsive, it's just a little bit harsher. The challenge is the Seven of Pentacles. So maybe waiting for something to grow, maybe reaping some sort of rewards. In the foundation, you have the Death card, Scorpio energy. So maybe there's been some sort of change, a drastic change, maybe an ending to a particular situation or some sort of transformation here. It's possible that you want things to keep going or to move on. Maybe you want to move on from this grief if that's the case. In the past, Three of Wands, waiting, maybe turned your back on something. Maybe you were expecting for something to happen. On your mind, the Two of Swords, at a stalemate. Maybe not wanting to see something or maybe ignoring something. It could be that this could be a period of healing too. Your outcome is the Devil. I'm smiling because it's Capricorn energy, so in your reading, it's not necessarily such a bad thing. Why is this Knight of Swords here? The Seven of Swords. There could be something here of the past that maybe you're still holding on to, or maybe you want to move on from. Maybe it's still dwelling on your mind, wanting to get rid of it. Why the Seven of Pentacles? The Sun, Leo energy. Moon is at the bottom of the deck. You know what I see? Immediately I was looking at these sunflowers and it reminded me of the pentacles here. So this could have to do with some sort of growth, maybe wanting, it's almost like seeing to believing is what I'm kind of getting. Like, if it's not about something growing, it's about well, shouldn't have this have happened already? I've already invested so much time and energy into something. I feel like a lot of this has to do with just happiness. It could have to do with growth. Why the Death card? Six of Wands. Eight of Wands. So some sort of movement here. The Six of Wands is about victory, success, recognition, attention. It could be from a Scorpio. It doesn't have to be. I feel like it's more of, for some of you, it's wanting the success here, probably in work or just in life in general. Something here has changed. I can't pinpoint it right now. What is the Three of Wands in the past? Sagittarius card with the Temperance. Again, more waiting in the past. Maybe some sort of healing. Maybe you were manifesting something, like for things to come in. Why is the Two of Swords on your mind? The World. Completion of a cycle. Yeah, Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, this is some sort of, again, grief. All these cards are coming out. The World, Death card. I feel like there has been, it's almost, this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like a period of waiting. Okay, this is going to happen, kind of like an expectation. Maybe even trusting that the universe is going to bring in whatever it is that you've been manifesting, being patient. And now, at this point with the Knight of Swords, it's kind of like this impatience. Why the Devil here? Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands can represent exhaustion, wounded warrior energy, but it could also represent perseverance. And that is like number one trait of Capricorn. Because you're the goat. Goats climb those rocky mountains, and they 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 climb what's difficult. They reach to the top. And that's Capricorn energy. So it's understandable, this Nine of Wands. There's this exhaustion here. I feel like, what else? What else here? Queen of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, but it is a very, look at behind her. Look at the mountains behind her. It's a very clear-cut energy. It's like, I don't take BS. I've been hurt way too many times. She's also the one who's gone through certain pains that others haven't gone through. Wants to receive truth, honesty. She also has a guard up. Look how she has that sword up. She's not putting the sword down. It's not like, hey, I have this sword. It's here to protect me if I need to use it. She's like, it's ready to be used type of deal. So there might be some sort of guard up, a defense. Why? You saw me shuffling, and she comes out again. Look, the Strength card. This is a holding back. It's also strength. Obviously, the Strength card. It's also being strong. You have the Star card and the Hierophant, Aquarius and Taurus energy. A change. Three of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Judgment. For some of you, it's just wanting things to just be in order. The Hierophant represents obedience. It represents rules and regulation, things that are organized. It can also represent a commitment, a relationship. Let's clarify that Knight of Wands that came out earlier. The Hanged Man. Maybe a period of feeling stuck, of seeing things from a different perspective, maybe of getting some sort of enlightenment. and now wanting to take action with that Knight of Wands. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Chariot. I think you're just ready for something new. It's very possible that there are still some things lingering from the past that you're holding on to. And it's not even like holding on to because it's a bad thing. But whatever, if it was painful, it was painful. And of course, sometimes it shows up, right? I think, though, this grieving process is exactly that. It's not like, oh, I'm holding on to it because I still want it. It's more of like, there's still pain there. You're ready to move on, move forward from this. But this is basically just the current energy. It doesn't mean that you're going to be going through this throughout the whole month of September. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is an ending of a cycle. It's an ending of a cycle. This could be hard work. It could be some sort of burden here. Look at that. What did I just say? An ending of a cycle. Fool card is right after that. King of Swords. I feel like this King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. I feel like it's just more of an energy of just not taking BS. Seeing things differently. I think you walk away from things that are not clear to you, that leave you feeling in the state of unhappiness. So whatever it was that you were going through or whatever it is that you're grieving is almost kind of like settling in and allowing you to recognize the same patterns so that it's not repeated. Does that make sense? It's kind of like when we get over something quickly, we forget about it. Maybe we'll end up in the same thing. Do you get what I'm saying? If that makes sense. It's kind of like, okay, I'm going to dwell on it. I'm going to marinate in it. That's the word. Because I don't want to go through the same thing again, is basically what this looks like. So these are the current energies for right now. So I'm going to leave it there. If you resonated with the reading, let me know down in the comments down below. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.